Would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Jason McKay Abeglin. That's JasonMackay
And do you go by McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Abeglin, do you know an individual named Garth Daybell?
Yes, I do.
How do you know him?
We worked together at a haunted attraction called the Haunted Mill.
And where's the Haunted Mill located?
It's in Teton, Idaho.
And when you say Teton, Idaho, is that the city of Teton?
Yes.
Do you recall approximately when you worked there with Garth?
I started working there, I think, in 2016, and we had worked together for quite a few years. But I worked like right next to him the year of 2019. We worked, yeah, really close.
And when you say you worked right next to him, can you explain a little bit what you mean by that?
He was just one room over from mine. And so if it was slower, we could like talk to each other and stuff. So.
And with the Haunted Mill, typically how long is that open? Is it a seasonal attraction?
Yep, it's open for roughly the month of October.
And so in October of 2019, you were working in close proximity to Garth.
Yes.
At some point, did you and Garth develop a friendship?
Yeah, we did.
Did you sometimes hang out outside of work?
We went to a few haunted houses together after the season had ended, yeah.
Did you hang out when you were at work and associate with each other?
Yes.
Did Garth generally talk to you about any issues within his family?
Nope.
Do you recall an occasion when he did share something with you about some family issues?
He told me it was the following weekend after his mom's passing, he talked about that.
What do you recall him telling you about that?
I remember he said that he found her when he got home from work, and he didn't know where his father was. And I don't remember if he said that she was in the bed or next to the bed, but she said she was kind of pale and her lips were blue.
On a typical night, when would work end at the Haunted Mill?
We usually left work around 12:30-ish. Depending on how busy it was, we would go later. So some nights we'd go until like 1 or 1:30. But
And your understanding from what Garth told you was when he got home, he found his mother.
yeah.
And at that time, her lips were blue and she was pale.
Yes.
And that he did not know where his father was.
Correct.
I have no further questions.
All right. All right, Mr. Pryor, cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, what was the work schedule at the Haunted Mill?
We would open around 7:30 and then it would go to midnight, but we weren't able to leave until the rest of the customers made it through the attraction.
And what days of the week would the Haunted Mill be open during the month, just the month of October, correct?
Correct. And it would be open. They changed their schedule. I think the last 2 weeks of the month it was full time, and then the rest of the month it was just on the weekends.
So if I understand correctly, that the last 2 weeks of October would be every day?
Yes.
Did that include Sundays?
No.
So it was Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday?
Monday through Saturday.
Okay. And the day that the Haunted Mill would close would be the 31st of October?
Correct.
Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you know the day that Tammy Daybell died?
I do not.
Okay. So when you told the prosecuting attorney that it was the week after her passing, if you don't know what day she died, how do you know it was a week after her passing?
Garth he took a day off after it happened, and then he was back the following weekend. So it's just when I saw him next.
Okay, so it was the following weekend after the date that Tammy allegedly passed away.
Correct.
Did he mention anything about attending funeral services or any memorials the following weekend?
No, he did not.
Did he say anything about having to do visits with his church or anything like that as part of any program the weekend after that?
No, he did not.
Okay. Did he, so he indicated that she was, she had blue lips and she had already passed, is that right?
Correct.
Did he indicate to you that at that time he played video games until 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Objection, Your Honor, misstates testimony.
Overruled.
Did he say anything to you about the fact that he was playing video games until 3 o'clock that evening? Sir,
No, he did not.
did he say anything about hearing snoring coming from the room that night as well, sir?
No, he did not.
Okay. And you and Garth would be such close friends, you went to 2 haunted houses in 3 years?
Objection, Your Honor, misstates the testimony. Argumentative.
Sustained.
Move to strike.
I'll strike that question.
So how many, you mentioned that you went to a couple of haunted houses, is that right, sir?
Yeah, we did that all on the same night.
The same night as what?
It was, I think, the following weekend after our attraction had closed. We just went and visited some other places that were still open.
On the 31st. Who went with you?
It was myself, Garth, Kara Briggs, and Emma Moss.
And this revelation that he supposedly made to you occurred,
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative. Move to strike.
Sustained.
and this statement that he made to you supposedly occurred when during this visit?
Objection, Your Honor, again, argumentative with the word supposedly. Move to strike.
I'll sustain that as well, Mr. Pryor.
Can you tell me when and time, date the statement was made to you, sir?
I was still at work at the Haunted Mill. There were a few other scare actors around us at the time. It was a little bit closer to the end of the shift. Garth was pretty quiet most of the night, and then I kind of went up to him and gave him my condolences, and then that's when he told me that he had found her.
So you weren't particularly close friends, would that be fair?
Yeah, more like close coworkers.
Okay. And this close coworker disclosed to you something very personal about his mother's death, is that right?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Overruled.
This close coworker decided on one day just to disclose a very personal matter about his mother's death to you, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, nothing else, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Blake, redirect.
Mr. Baglin, when Garth talked to you about finding his mother, how did he appear?
He did seem sad, so I could tell something was affecting him.
And was he clear to you in his statement that he's the one that found his mom?
Yes.
And was he clear in his statement that his dad wasn't there?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
All right. That will conclude the testimony then of Mr. Baglin.